मिस्टीरियंट हो जाता है, कोई कंपनी सुनाई नहीं, मैनेजर बोलता है करना है करो, नहीं आईडी बंद कर दूंगा।
10-15 मिनट लेट भी हो जाएंगे, इंसेंटिव भी काट लेता है, 500-700 रुपये कट जाता है।
गाली देते हैं, गाली सुनना पड़ता है, अगर टूट गया तो फाइन भी भरना पड़ता है।
बात अच्छे से नहीं करते स्टोर वाले, बैठने का नहीं है, पानी पीने का नहीं, टॉयलेट के लिए नहीं, कोई सुविधा नहीं।
At the click of a button on your phone, today your essentials, your groceries and your food is delivered at your doorstep, sometimes within 10 minutes. But have you considered to think what it takes to get that delivery to your doorstep in 10 minutes and what risks delivery partners, as they are called, are taking to ensure that happens? Today, NDTV is taking a look at how these delivery partners have been forced to pause, to protest, because they've been pushed to the brink. Low wages, lack of security, and the huge risks involved. We at NDTV are spending an entire day with a delivery partner or a gig worker to see how their conditions of work have deteriorated and how every day they are practically putting their lives at risk to ensure your groceries, your food is delivered in 10 minutes. A story that we will dive into in detail in this video.
हम लोग मजबूरी में यहाँ काम करते हैं, नहीं मिलता है कोई जॉब ना, तब जाकर के हम काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर।
Amarjeet Paswan is unable to hold back his tears. Vineet shows us his broken hand.
आगे गिर गया, ये उंगली क्रैक हो गई और ये अंगूठा फट गया, इधर ब्लड निकलने लगा।
Manish has now forgotten the count of wounds on his hands and feet.
कितना है, लेकिन कोई कंपनी पैसा नहीं बढ़ा रही।
This is the pain of delivery warriors who are delivering products at lightning speed to our homes. But at what cost? This is the pain of delivery warriors who are delivering products at lightning speed to our homes. But at what cost?
पानी वानी पीने का बंदोबस्त वगैरह है यहाँ पे?
कुछ भी नहीं है।
सामान उठाने आए आप, पानी पीने का कुछ बंदोबस्त
नहीं नहीं, अपना बोतल दूसरा खरीदो या तो पैसे का खरीदो, पानी फिर पियो, कोई नहीं है।
जी मैं डिलीवरी लेके जा रहा था यहाँ से स्टामार्ट का, रात को 2:30 बजे मैं स्लिप खा के गिर गया।
रात को 2:30
बजे तो सर मुझे बहुत टाइम लगा उठने के लिए, मुझे काफ़ी दर्द हो रहा था, ब्लड निकल रहा था। तो इसका मैं सर MRI करवाया, 2500 रुपये लगा सर। एक्सरा निकाला सर, इसका 300 रुपये लगा। और प्लस्तर करवाया सर, उसका 500 रुपये लगा। और दवाई का सर लगा 3000 रुपया।
3000 रुपये, मतलब टोटल खर्चा कितना हुआ?
टोटल 6000 रुपया सर।
6000 रुपये। आप दिन में कितना कमाते हो?
सर दिन में मैं 700-800 रुपये कमाता हूँ।
अब एक ऑर्डर मारने के लिए 2 घंटा लगा, 2 घंटे में हमने कितना पेट्रोल जलाया और खून जलाया अलग, लेकिन कंपनी वाले को कोई फिक्र नहीं है आपका वर्कर क्या काम कर रहा है आपके लिए।
गाड़ी वाले भी ठोक देते हैं, बहुत डिलीवरी वाले भी। हमारे 2 पार्टनर है जूहू-द्वारा में, उन लोगों का एक्सीडेंट हो गया, मर गए, कोई इंश्योरेंस नहीं हम लोगों का।
Aggregators promise delivery in 10 minutes, building customer expectations that lead to immense pressure on delivery partners. Now, this is where the problem lies. Crowded streets, traffic jams, dug up roads. But through all of this, they are expected to reach your doorstep in exactly 10 minutes, and that puts their lives at risk every day, because under pressure to deliver in 10 minutes, they take risks. They often have to drive fast and navigate traffic, leading to a situation where they are susceptible to road accidents, which are actually taking place on a daily basis, and we've seen examples of that as well.
The pain of delivery boys is more pronounced in Mumbai. Even after 16 hours of work, they barely make enough to live in this expensive city. To hear their stories, we arrived on the narrow streets of Mumbai at 5 a.m. because with the little money that they earn, they're only able to live in the slums or these chawls. And duty or work starts at 6 in the morning. Living with his family of 5 in this Mahim house, a 36 square foot matchbox, 19-year-old Afzal is saving money for his sister's wedding.
मेरा नाम अफजल रफ़ीक शेख, मेरी उम्र 19 इयर्स। मैं रहता हूँ नया नगर माहिम में।
करीब ये मुझे लग रहा है 36 स्क्वायर फीट का एरिया है।
हाँ।
तो मुंबई की एक सच्चाई है कि बस्तियों में जिस तरह से लोग रहते हैं, कितने लोग रहते हैं, कौन कौन है आपके परिवार?
इस घर में तो अभी 5 लोग रहते हैं। डैडी है, मम्मी है, एक छोटी बहन है, मैं हूँ और मेरा भाई है।
आप 19 साल के हैं?
19।
पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं?
BMS कर रहा हूँ, फर्स्ट ईयर डिग्री।
तो आप पढ़ाई के साथ साथ आप जेप्टो के लिए काम कर रहे हैं
जी।
किस तरह से इसकी शुरुआत हुई, क्यों करना पड़ रहा है, इसके बारे में बताइए।
तो मतलब मेरे को थोड़े पैसे की ज़रूरत है, मेरी बहन की भी शादी है।
और आप कितना कमा लेते हैं?
मैं 12 आवर्स से 14 आवर्स करता हूँ, इसलिए दिन का 1000-1200 कमा लेता हूँ, 1200 तक।
12 से 14 घंटे आप काम कर रहे हैं और करीब 40 से 45 ऑर्डर्स पूरा कर रहे हैं। तो चलिए आज आपका दिन हम देखते हैं बहुत करीब से और समझे कि आप किन समस्याओं से गुजरते हैं। चलिए। तो यहाँ सबसे पहले पहुँचकर आप क्या करते हैं?
लॉगिन करना होता है, स्लॉट्स बुक करने होते हैं।
ठीक है, तो आप कर चुके हैं, लॉगिन कर चुके हैं?
हाँ।
लॉगिन कर लिया और आपको पहला ऑर्डर आ चुका है?
जी। चालान लग गया है तो मतलब चले जाएगा आराम से 2-3 हज़ार। कभी 700 रुपये का नो पार्किंग का कभी लग गया, कहीं देने गए नो पार्किंग का खड़ा दिए, उसका चालान लग जाता है। कभी सिग्नल जंप कर दिया, आपको पता नहीं है, पीछे से फ़ोटो आ गई है, ऐसा हो जाता है। कहाँ लगा? नो एंट्री है, बाहर खड़ा करना।
मैंने देखा कि आपको गार्ड ने रोका था बाहर, क्या बोल?
हाँ, वो बोला कि अंदर ने गाड़ी लेने का, बाहर लगा।
तो ये लगभग हर बिल्डिंग में होता है जब आप जाते हैं?
हाँ, मोस्टली हर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा देखेंगे तो दिल्ली में ज़्यादा नहीं लगाने देते।
And Afzal's situation is not his alone. Many delivery boys like Ashish Mishra and Sameer share the same pain. Their personal stories surprising.
For delivery partners working for aggregator platforms, it's a hard life in Mumbai city. They often come from poor backgrounds and crammed into these little spaces, they live their lives with others. And that's why they are desperate to keep their jobs, because not working for a day or losing a day's earning actually makes a lot of difference in their lives. We are at Santa Cruz, Gazdarband Chawl, and here we will see how one of these delivery partners lives with others in a small rented apartment. It's not even an apartment, it's a chawl, and it's a very, very small space, cramped, and we'll go up and see how they live and get a glimpse of their lives.
Ashish Mishra left his graduation midway and came to Mumbai with the dream of earning some money for his family back home. He did not come alone, he brought friends along. They work for different aggregator companies, but their pain and struggles are the same.
इधर इतने आवारा कुत्ते हैं, एक रोड है नाना साहब का ही थोड़ा आगे, 11-12 बजे के बाद वहाँ निकलेंगे, जैसे गाड़ी हम लोग की है थोड़ा आवाज़ करती है बट रोड, कुत्ते खेल लेंगे पीछे से, पैर ऊपर करेंगे, हाथ ऊपर करेंगे, कोई अगर रहेगा अगल बगल में वो थोड़ा सपोर्ट कर देगा तो रुक जाएंगे, नहीं तो कुत्ते भी काटते हैं सर, बहुत तकलीफ है।
10 मिनट तो बंदा बाथरूम में से नहीं आएगा, 10 मिनट में हम ऑर्डर ले जाके दे दो, ठटका है बाथरूम से लो ऑर्डर लो, ये थोड़ी ना होता है कि 10 मिनट में ऑर्डर दे, कौन सी बात होगी। देखिए राइडर की तकलीफ भी, और रोड पे एक बार खुद आके भी देख लें क्या ट्रैफिक झेलते हैं। अब कंपनी ये सोच रही है कि गर्मी बारिश सर्दी सब सहे पर कुछ किसी से कुछ ना कहें, ऐसा तो नहीं होने वाला।
Some buildings don't allow delivery boys to use the lift, and in some old buildings, there aren't any lifts at all, which means that they have to climb stairs, often getting late in the delivery. Sometimes customers complain about delays, and that's when they lose their incentives or even the account gets deactivated, which means their day's earnings suffer. And this is what leads to mental and physical stress for delivery partners.
हम दिन में कम से कम समझ लो 20 से 25 ऑर्डर मारते हैं, जिसमें से कुछ बिल्डिंगों के अंदर तो लिफ्ट होती नहीं है, तो 4 माला किसमें 5 माला ऐसा सीढ़ी चढ़ के जाना पड़ता है। और कुछ बिल्डिंगों के अंदर लिफ्ट होती है तो डिलीवरी बॉय के लिए थोड़ी सेपरेट अलग होती है, तो उसके लिए वेट करना पड़ता है, फिर ऊपर जाके वो ऑर्डर डिलीवर करना है, फिर लिफ्ट का इंतज़ार करना है कब लिफ्ट आएंगी, फिर नीचे जाना है।
ऑर्डर देने में लेट और लौटने में देरी।
हाँ, लौटने में भी देरी, फिर उस वजह से हमारी अर्निंग भी लो हो जाती है, जैसे कि स्लो होती है, जैसा कि जितना हम ज़्यादा टाइम दे के कम ऑर्डर मार पाते हैं और अर्निंग उसमें स्लो हो जाती है मैम।
तो जब ऐसे आप देरी से आते हो तो कस्टमर्स का रिएक्शन क्या होता है? मतलब
कुछ कस्टमर ऐसे हो तो बहुत ज़्यादा चिढ़ जाते हैं, जैसा कि उनको 1 से 2 मरतबा अगर कॉल कर दिया एड्रेस पूछने के लिए तो उस पर भी चिढ़ जाते हैं। ये जो जैसा कि ऑर्डर हम डिलीवर करते हैं कस्टमर को, तो कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि कंप्लेंट की वजह से हमें बहुत ज़्यादा डरना पड़ता है, क्योंकि हमारी आईडी जो है तो टर्मिनेट हो जाती है, तो उसके बाद फिर
एक कंप्लेंट पे डीएक्टिवेट कर देते हैं,
सीधा होल्ड पे डालेंगे पहले, उसके लिए समझ लो पूरा दिन हमारा ख़राब हो जाएगा, इंसेंटिव भी चले जाएंगे उसके अंदर।
These gig workers are now making demands from these aggregator companies. Amongst them, a fixed delivery rate of rupees 35, which is only 15 to 20 rupees now. An end to the dreaded 10-minute delivery model. They also demand no blocking of their IDs without hearing their side of the story. They want a fixed 8-hour shift and rest time included. Amongst their main demands, accident insurance and health benefits. They also want a petrol allowance separately. And finally, the most important one. They want the status of an employee rather than a delivery partner, which is vague. Legally, delivery boys are treated only as partners rather than employees, which does not give them the status of workers. They are called gig workers who fall under the unorganized sector and are considered independent freelancers partners by companies, which means no social security or benefits like Provident Fund, employee state insurance, leave, or even basic security. In 2021, there were about 77 lakh gig workers in India, which is estimated to rise to 2.35 crore by 2029-30. According to the 2020-21 estimate, there are about 1.15 crore deliveries in India every day. According to the 2024 data, the food delivery market has grown from rupees 3.78 lakh crore or 45.15 billion, and quick commerce has grown to rupees 30,150 crore or $3.6 billion. According to statistics, 91% of gig workers work full-time, while only 9% are part-timers. 41% of gig workers are not able to take even a single day off in a week. About 75% delivery agents work more than 10 hours a day. 42% delivery partners have experienced violence at work. 87% of delivery boys are affected by the problem of their IDs being blocked on their apps, leaving them with no income. Only 32% gig workers earn between rupees 400 and 600 a day. Only 5% earn above rupees 800 a day. 48% gig workers do not get any daily minimum guarantee or incentive, while only 20% get it occasionally. There is huge opposition amongst workers against the 10-minute instant delivery model introduced for delivery by several aggregator companies. 86% of delivery workers believe that this model is not right, it compromises on their safety, and is unacceptable.
Taking note of these issues and problems, the government has now brought in legislation to bring gig workers under the umbrella of Social Security. The new Labour Code establishes provisions to set up a fund for the welfare of gig workers, and companies are expected to allocate 1 to 2% of their turnover to fund this effort. But those aware of the ground reality say that while the legislation has been drafted and is in place, implementation lags far behind, and these gig workers are yet to see any real money coming in for their welfare or even in times of emergencies.
They all are working on the basis of hire and fire. Recently, the labor code got implemented, and under the labor code, they are getting recognition in the unorganized sector, but not as a worker. Citizens are enjoying their facility to get the delivery within 10 minutes, but that 10 minutes cause many of them to meet with an accident, with a ID blocking, and if they are not able to deliver on the time, many issues they are facing within their aggregator. Being not considered as a worker, they are not having any governing body where they can make a complaint. Many times false allegation has been charged to these people whenever they are visiting to some place. They are badly, even sometimes they have reported the physical assault also.
The primary demand of the delivery partners is to be recognized as labor to ensure that their rights are not compromised. And they also want the scrapping of the 10-minute delivery program, something that puts their life at risk. Now imagine, these are the basic reasons why they are protesting. And if these protests continue, imagine how consumers who depend on these delivery partners will be affected. And more importantly, for businesses that have a sizable chunk of sales happening through these aggregator platforms, a strike of delivery partners could have immense impact on their bottom lines and sales.
While demand is at its peak during the holiday season, those dependent on delivery boys are worried about the impact of their strike. Restaurants and eateries are dependent on them. And everyone agrees that the 10-minute pressure is simply not worth it and should be chunked.
Right now it is a very, very important part of my life, or I can say for my family. I usually order 3 to 4 deliveries a day if I am talking particularly about Blinkit. So yeah, it is a very necessary part.
3 to 4 deliveries a day. What about you?
So being a working professional, I do not have time to step out and go out and bring the stuff. So I am really dependent on the delivery guys because it's just like half an hour or 1 hour of stuff that they bring us.
On the roads, we can see their struggles, how much in rush they are to deliver their products at time. So as per my opinion, the delivery in 10 minutes should be avoidable. And we should be, as a citizen of India, we should take care that their life is also important to all of us.
See, when these apps, like online orders apps, they came us with this idea, we strictly told them it is not possible to deliver in 10 minutes, Like then only we offered them like such items which are readily available. But looking at these conditions like infrastructure condition, parking problems, and preparation time of the food, there are many factors involved in this, which is not feasible for this 10 minutes delivery. And there are like other issues like it's rush things. So there are a lot of complaints and concern in this.
We are depending 50% from them, and if they go for the strike, so it's very much loss for my outlet also. So this is very much risky for people also because mostly 50 to 80% people are depending on Zomato, Swiggy, Blinkit, Zepto and all.
Quick commerce platforms like Swiggy, Blinkit, Big Basket, Zomato, Zepto, no doubt has made lives of consumers easier. But in the past few months, life for the delivery partners has gotten more difficult. And after a full day's work, they are paid about rupees 15 to 20 per delivery, which translates into a lot of pressure on their earnings because rising fuel prices have really pushed the margins. Add to that, there is also the pressure of delivering on time because if they do not deliver in time, sometimes they stand to lose their entire day's earnings.
ऐसा दे रहे हैं अभी कस्टमर देखेंगे तो डांटते हैं ना बोलते हैं ऐसा
जैसे खुले में ड्रम स्टिक्स है तो कस्टमर क्या बोलते हैं आपको
बोलते हैं ऐसा नहीं लेके आने का ना तो स्टोर वाले ऐसे देते हैं तो ऐसे लेके जाना पड़ेगा ना अभी रेस्टोरेंट से कोई भी सामान उठाएंगे अगर लीकेज हो गया फट गया फिर भी हम लोग को प्लांटी हम लोग को ऊपर गिरती है कि हाँ कि तुम लोग कैसे लेके आओ कैसे नहीं। हम लोग का प्रॉब्लम कोई देखता नहीं कि हम लोग के कैसे खुड्डा में गाड़ी लेके जाते हैं, ट्रैफिक में फंस जाते, कोई साइड मार देता है।
सामान जो 10 मिनट में हम लोग लेके जाते हैं वो इतना जल्दी लेके जाना पड़ता है, चाहे रास्ते में गिरे या पड़े, लेकिन सामान उनका जल्दी पहुंचना चाहिए और टाइम पे पहुंचना चाहिए। तो कंपनी वाले भी बोलते हैं कि अगर 10 मिनट में सामान दे के और 10 मिनट में वापस स्टोर पे नहीं आए तो रास्ते में ही चेकआउट होगा।
Given the growing dependence of consumers and businesses on aggregator platforms, these are issues that can no longer be ignored. Because at the end of the day, when your doorbell rings, when your food arrives in a matter of minutes, take time to ponder why that food has arrived so soon, and has someone actually risked their life to bring you that food to your doorstep at an unreasonable pace. Now, this is something that's being discussed as the issue of gig workers or delivery partners become a conversation, with them deciding to highlight their problems by protesting. And when that doorbell rings and when you receive your parcel, perhaps it's time to ponder about the cost of convenience. Is the cost of convenience far too high?